Welcome to the Slappy Boys Podcast, Episode 2. I am your host, Aaron.
And I'm co-host, Timothy.
Alright, and we are back with Episode 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for living. Before we get into anything, I want to say prayers up for my boy, Jaylen Brown, Boston Celtics. He took a nasty fall tonight. Probably has a concussion. So, prayers up to him. That's all I want to say. And, let's get into the podcast. First thing we want to talk about here is, it's a little late, it's about a week late, but, J.R. Smith, shooting guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who served a suspension last week for throwing soup at a coach. What I want to know is whose man's is this?
I want to know what soup it was.
That's a good question. USA Today posted an article about it about a week ago about what kind of soup it was.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody knows.
How do you not know? Did no one see the mess it made?
I don't know. No one said anything about it.
Damn.
They had a poll about it, what kind of soup it was, and the winning soup was chicken noodle.
I figured as much.
I don't know. Can you really hurt somebody with chicken noodle soup, though?
What kind of soup is hurting someone? I mean, it could be hot.
Exactly. You could burn somebody with soup.
Yeah, I know, but chicken noodle soup could be hot.
Fair enough point. Jesus Christ. He served a one-game suspension because it was that game. It was that day he served a suspension.
Yeah.
Do you think this is gonna happen again?
That'd be pretty funny if it happened again. I would love to see this.
J.R. Smith has been a part of some crazy antics throughout his career, untying people's shoes at the free throw line. After they won the championship, he spent a solid 2 weeks without a shirt. I remember President Obama calling him out about that, putting on a random shirt.
Obama called him out on that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
JR, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get it together. Jesus Christ.
We'll never know.
Derrick Rose is back.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah. They're getting cut by the Utah Jazz after being traded there by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Derrick Rose has been signed tonight, or today, by the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, wow.
Reuniting with Jimmy Butler, Taj Gibson, and Tom Thibodeau, all from the old early 2010 Chicago Bulls teams. As a Chicago Bulls fan myself, it brings back a lot of good memories, you know? Just,
I do not know that feeling. I do not watch basketball, but
yeah, Derrick.
Nice to know.
Yeah, Derrick suited today, but he didn't play any minutes. At least I don't think so.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Coach will put him in the game next time.
It's all Gucci. But yeah, I just hope he succeeds, man.
As long as he's not out there, just doing nothing.
Exactly. Man, but the things Derrick Rose has been through, you know, all these injuries and setbacks and criticisms and haters.
Yeah, but at least he got to do good, at least.
Yeah, he got his money, but
Definitely got his money.
you know, sometimes money isn't everything, and that's going to lead us into our next topic. Players like Derrick Rose, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Love have been opening up a lot about their mental health issues. Earlier this week, Kevin Love described a panic attack that he suffered in November during a game, and how he's been seeing a therapist and things like that. And DeMar DeRozan, about a month ago, tweeted out, "This depression gets the best of me." I would say that you and I both have had our fair share of issues with our mental health. How do you feel about athletes really kind of starting to open up about it and bringing attention towards these issues?
Whoa.
What's happening?
You just went really quiet there.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, oops. I was just saying how DeMar DeRozan and Kevin Love have been
Yeah.
opening up about mental health issues. How do you feel about these athletes kind of bringing that to the spotlight for more people to know about it?
Well, I'm sure that the awareness is pretty good, but I mean, we have who hasn't been over these things before that athletes have issues,
Mm-hmm.
and given it's only a correct response anyways. I mean, for some of them to have a panic attack, anxiety issues, being in front of large crowds all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone has their days.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Athletes are people too. We
Yeah,
tend to
athletes are definitely people.
we tend to put these athletes up on pedestals because they're born 6'8" and 250 pounds and can play basketball better than the average human.
You dominate.
It's sometimes it's kind of like these people
Sometimes.
are just like you and me.
Yeah, sometimes we just forget. And we put everything aside, and we're like, oh, then nothing can happen to them. Just a physical injury. No one
Exactly.
really thinks about mental health.
No, I don't really know any other athletes that have really brought attention towards mental health during their
Other than
playing
like,
careers.
yeah, during their playing career for sure. Usually it's like football players after
Mm-hmm.
God
CTE,
knows how
stuff
many
like that.
years. God knows how many years after they've been retired. It's like, yeah, I had multiple concussions, and it really caused some
Mm-hmm.
deep problems with me.
Even players like I remember former players like Mike Ditka.
Oh yeah,
He coached the Chicago Bears to the '85 Super Bowl.
yeah.
Won. Remember he got fired from ESPN because I assume that it's something mental, but during an ESPN show, he started to kind of go on this rant about Barack Obama.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm just assuming that it's something
I
CTE
don't know.
related,
I don't know.
concussion related, something like that.
Maybe he was just genuinely
Maybe it's
not.
just age.
He just wanted to put that out there.
Maybe.
He was just upset about it.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
seeing things about, Mike Singletary and Jim McMahon, also players from the Bears, doing things to kind of keep their brains working, like doing puzzles and shit, so that they don't
yeah.
fall victim to CTE and things like that.
So their brain doesn't turn the fucking mush.
Exactly.
Got to keep it going, man. You can't let that thing go.
Yeah, man.
That's what
Just.
most. That's the thing everyone does. They
Mm-hmm.
they find that they have nothing to do. They have nothing to waste their time on. Their brain just goes,
Exactly.
deteriorates. You got to
Yeah,
keep that
man.
thing working.
At all times, man. Just remember,
All
man.
the
Athletes are people too. They got the same exact brains as us. Despite what they do physically, mentally, they're just the same.
Yeah, but if anyone else like has these issues and stuff, just if you think that or you're worried, do some puzzles.
Mm-hmm. Even
It'll be
with
a
like,
relaxing time for you. I do it.
mm-hmm.
Fun. Get some
I
personal time. Satisfaction. It's great.
yeah. I think issues like DeRozan's and Loves could bring more attention towards the league.
Yeah.
Bring in like therapists,
No
like
one would
team
think. No one would
therapists.
think that basketball players are having these issues. I mean, there's usually zero head contact, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
unless you take a spell, you're not really getting hit in the
yeah,
head in basketball.
yeah. So you think that people aren't getting like mad concussions and stuff like that, but anything can happen.
Yeah, money isn't
I don't know how it
everything.
works.
Money isn't everything, and you can, it doesn't fill any. It can sometimes not fill a lot of voids. So these players can be going through depression and anxiety and things like that. And I think
Yep.
people like DeRozan and Love opening up about this can bring more attention to, the owners and the general managers to kind of bring on team therapists, because I'm pretty sure those don't exist in basketball.
No, I don't think so. They'd probably just, if anything, have private ones.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Kevin Love, there's, a doctor and a trainer for pretty much every physical injury you could ever think of.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a
pretty sure.
trainer and doctor hired by the team
Yeah.
to take care of that. But there's nothing really for mental health. Like, if you have a panic attack, like, what are you going to do about that?
Someone's got to know. Oh.
I think they need to bring on more specialists about that.
That'd be a pretty good idea. Sure, everything's good.
But yeah, man, moving on.
Got the March Madness, bro.
Yeah, March Madness is coming. Selection Sunday is in 3 days. I haven't paid too much attention to college basketball this year, but I do know some of the top prospects for the NBA and where they go to college.
Unlike me, I know absolutely nothing.
I
just listen to him.
Yeah. I think Duke might be the favorite this year. But every time I say that, they always lose.
Well, I mean, is it always promising up to a certain point?
Oh yeah.
Or is it just like absolute shit out of nowhere?
Sometimes Grayson Allen tends to choke, but yeah, he's been good for like what seems like the 8th year he's been at Duke. They have a top 3 prospect in next year's draft in Marvin Bagley III. They got some other good guys like Marquise Bolden. I think they might have Wendell Carter Jr.
It's crazy how long people stick around.
Oh, I know. Guys like Harry Ellis from Kansas. I remember him being there for many years, and now
Are you still in school?
Yeah.
Are you still actually participating in classes? Like, what are you?
And it was ironic.
What kind of degree do you have?
It looked like he was like 36 years old. He had a full-blown stash and everything.
I mean, are you a doctor?
Man, Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Now we never hear from him, now that he's out of college. Oh yeah, Duke. Yeah, they look like the favorite this year. They got a lot of guys that seem like they could be serviceable in the NBA, which means they're pretty dominant against college competition. So I'm picking them as the favorite.
It's the favorite.
Don't be surprised if they lose in the first or second round.
Who else is going?
Oh jeez, there's a lot of teams. Other favorites are probably the usuals, Kentucky.
Yeah,
Kansas,
the usual. I was gonna say like Kentucky, all them.
Arizona probably has a good chance with DeAndre Ayton at center, another top prospect. But yeah, I'm picking Duke.
Alright, let's see how that goes again.
Yeah, pretty much. Selection Sunday, this Sunday on one of those channels on the TV. Watch that shit. Watch
one of those channel things. I don't have TV, but
yeah, you'll know when the madness is marching, my guy.
When I look through Twitter and I see that it's trending, I'll know.
Yeah, you'll know.
I'll see certain colleges trending. It'll be okay.
Listen, fam.
What?
These apps like Bleacher Report and NBA Twitter, they need to stop gassing up these highlights where they miss. Fam, if James Harden missed that 3 when he dropped Wesley Johnson, I wouldn't have cared. But he made the 3. After staring at him for what felt like 100 years, he pulled up and splashed the 3. I saw this the other day. Bleacher Report posted something. Let me find the screenshot. Donovan Mitchell nearly throws down dunk of the year. If he didn't do it, I don't care.
It's true.
You could have your nuts in whoever's mouth. If you don't finish the dunk, it's not worth shit to me. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's all opinion, but I would think the exact same thing. It's like, I see. I'm not really impressed. Didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost at it.
Like if Patrick
got
Kane,
you $1, but you almost had it.
Yeah, he had $1 million move and a 5-cent finish. It doesn't mean anything. Like if Patrick Kane put the puck through somebody's legs and swiveled the hockey stick around as if it was moving freely and shot it and missed.
I would not be. That's just a good joke.
I mean, it's a good move, but
it is a good move, but still, But if they didn't finish the play accurately, I don't want to see it. I don't care. I'd rather be like, that was some good shit, but then be like, well, he missed. And why is this a highlight? I don't understand.
Exactly. It's a good move, but don't put it on the Sports Center top 10, and don't make that big of a deal about
it. If they did miss, don't show us them missing.
Oh yeah, you can make a good
you can
transition.
Cut that short. I don't give a
Sports Center if you hit a good crossover or you.
I've seen them show like the move was nice. That's what I feel like they sometimes want to focus on, is that the move was nice. But I don't think they were so much focusing on like if they scored or not. But it's always that move was pretty stylish. So let's look at that.
Exactly. If you're gonna hit $1 million move, you gotta have $1 million finish.
But if they're gonna keep the reel going and show the miss, I don't want to watch.
What's the point? They missed. That's almost embarrassing for them.
I'd be embarrassed.
Why
do you gotta do me like that?
We got one last topic for sports, and we're moving towards the NFL. It looks like the Legion of Boom. Looks like the Legion of Boom for the Seattle Seahawks is it's over. They traded the very vocal Michael Bennett, I think, to Philadelphia, the reigning Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
Which is good for Philly, because
what do they ever get?
A good player. You got another good defensive player to add to that front line to make another run with potentially Carson Wentz instead of Nick Foles. Shout out to Nick Foles. Get that paper, man. He needs to get paid.
Does he?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl.
I mean,
he's the backup quarterback, and he came in and he took him to the Super Bowl. I say that's props.
All right, yeah. This is true.
And
he did pretty damn good in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Getting back to the Seahawks, they traded Michael Bennett, and I heard today that they're probably going to be cutting Jeremy Lane and Richard Sherman. And just a couple days ago, Richard Sherman was actually telling his teammates goodbye. That he just assumed that he was done in Seattle. I mean, they have a good defense, and they still have a top three, probably I would say top three quarterback in the league with Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's pretty good. He's up there.
They just won a Super Bowl. God, what was that? When they beat Denver really bad. That was like 2013, I think.
I don't think it was that long ago. Only a few years.
Yeah, they're blowing up the team. What are they doing?
Yeah, that team is gonna be. It's gonna be the Browns. It's gonna be the new Browns.
Yeah, last year they didn't make the playoffs, mostly because their offensive line was terrible. I think they could have still been Super Bowl contenders if they just buffed up the line a little bit and kept their defense intact.
Yeah, but this all goes on to the players, I think.
I mean,
some of them.
What?
I mean, it all depends on the players that you got already, anyway. Some of them aren't that great at all. They just kind of got the bad pick on that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why I traded this guy for you. Suck.
I mean, if this is how they're gonna handle the team, free my man's Russell Wilson. Get him out. Get him in a situation where he can win.
And get him on a winning team.
Trade him to Denver.
But you know what? If I'd be surprised if they actually did something good next year.
Yeah, somehow they.
If they somehow pull it together, I don't know how, but they can somehow pull some stuff together, I'd be amazed.
Oh yeah, me too. With the way they're blowing up the team, and they're probably gonna have to bring in a bunch of new guys.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely have to bring in a bunch of new guys.
The chemistry is gonna be off, especially after all those years, and 2 Super Bowl appearances.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
I don't know. We'll see. Luck's a thing.
Yeah. Speaking of luck, Andrew, come back soon, my man. That's it. That's pretty much gonna do it for sports.
I mean, this one kind of has something to do with sports.
Yeah, a little bit.
James Harden.
James Harden, my man, the NBA's MVP, wearing a Black Ops 4 hat. What was that?
See, I thought it was all a joke. I thought that hat was just like, I thought it was gonna mean something else completely.
Oh yeah, I did too. Like it was some type of clothing brand or something.
Yeah, I didn't actually think that it would actually be a Call of Duty.
But it is a Call of Duty Black Ops 4 hat, and a couple days after that, they confirmed on their Twitter that Black Ops 4 is happening.
October 12th.
October 12th, it's releasing.
Which I still find very strange considering that.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
All Call of Duties have been released in the first week of November.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know.
Man, it's
But
weird.
you know what? I won't complain.
Even dating back to like Modern Warfare 3, that came out
But
the first week in
Do
November.
you think that they're still gonna drop Modern Warfare 2 Remastered?
Probably not with this one.
Yeah.
Because it's a
I don't-
Treyarch game.
Yeah, since it's Treyarch, that's what
So
I
I
was
think
thinking.
next year Modern Warfare 2 Remastered should be coming if they're gonna.
Will that be next
do
year?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that will be next year. Alright. So we got a whole another year to wait. Oh, man.
Yeah, another year before you can catch me on Rust on the Xbox One.
1v1 me. 1v1
So that's where
me
all
after school, bro.
my beef is gonna be settled.
All beef.
If
All right.
anybody has a problem with me at work, you can come
Yeah.
get this work on Rust, fam.
It'll be a good time.
But getting
Can't
back
wait.
to Black Ops 4, how are you feeling about Black Ops 4? You think it's gonna revive the franchise a little bit?
Treyarch has made some pretty decent games. I won't lie.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that.
In my opinion, I've liked all the Black Ops.
Yeah.
I've never minded 3. It was just the lack of people to play it with.
I always forget about 3. I didn't care for it that much.
I like 3. It was fun. It was
It was
easy.
definitely better than Advanced Warfare and Ghosts.
The one thing I don't like about Black Ops is, as a series in itself, I've never cared for the whole competitive scene of part of it. I've never cared for it, and I know that it's done good for, those people, and now they can make a life out of playing Call of Duty professionally and other games. So I just feel like that is slowly draining the franchise.
Yep.
And I mean, I enjoy the games. I've always played them. Come home from school and middle school, play some Modern Warfare 2, my loud ass
We go
360,
back with Call of Duty.
my rocket ship sounding 360, turning my TV screen green.
Oh
Xbox
man,
360.
those are the good days.
Yeah, it was I miss it, but moving forward, you got a whole lot more possibilities.
Yeah, I think in the age of esports,
Now that they're finally,
and,
but they're finally listening.
yeah,
That we don't like the jetpacks.
I
The
swear to God,
futuristic-
if Black Ops 4 is not boots on the ground, I'm not picking it up. Straight up. I didn't. That's why I didn't like.
I mean, I'll
Advanced
more than
Warfare
likely pick it up anyways.
or Infinite Warfare.
I'll end up getting it anyways, just because, probably.
See, that's my problem, man. I hold Call of Duty so close to my heart because
It's the game.
that game's. I've pretty much spent my entire middle school and high school life playing games like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 and the Modern Warfare series.
Modern Warfare series is the best thing ever.
But yeah, I'm confident in Treyarch. I think Black Ops 2 was honestly the last good Call of Duty that I've cared for.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
extraordinarily.
Yeah, no, they definitely did a great job with Black Ops 2.
And then Black Ops 3 kind of brought it back into
Black Ops 3, yeah,
decent for me.
It was alright.
So, Treyarch, you're doing something right.
Treyarch? I remember when everyone used to bash Treyarch. Like,
when Black Ops 1 first came out?
I don't really care for Black Ops 1, but I'll play it just because.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 is definitely better than Black Ops 1, but
Oh, no, they improved a lot. Their graphics in Black Ops 1, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it was kind of iffy.
It looked so weird. It looked like you were playing on like a cheaply made console that didn't have the power of playing on some sort of high definition. Like they're just like the 3D model in that game just always bothered me.
Yeah.
Like you play on Nuketown and the grass itself would make the game lag.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because they actually went and modeled out each fucking thing of grass.
Yep.
Each blade of grass was like
had to
some
be
sort of weird 2D
unique
image. It was.
It's not that deep, fam.
It was. And the fact of color scheme and all those things, it was nice. But when it came down to, hey, let's model this out now. I did not care for that stuff. It was very, very weird to get into that game because I remember I was so used to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. I never really liked playing Black Ops 1 that much. I've never held zombies close to me, so I can't say that. Zombies. Yeah, you love zombies, and they'll probably have zombies more than likely. The originators coming back with zombies.
So yeah, hopefully it'll be.
Hopefully it's not
good. Does World War II have zombies?
Yeah, World War II has zombies. It's
and Infinite Warfare.
It's kind of alright. They all did. Yeah, they all do. Everything after Black Ops 1 basically has it. You play any.
Yeah, I think everything
Call
after
of Duty.
Advanced Warfare has had a zombie mode. Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, World War 2.
Yeah,
those have all had zombies modes.
No zombies. I like the World War II zombies.
I don't have World War II, so.
Yeah, I know. The very few times I've played it, I've had an alright time.
Cool.
I just kind of don't like the fact that it's all based around Easter eggs and stuff like at this point. Yeah, they're gonna be like that from now on. Probably they're never gonna go back to the old formula of how it used to be.
I mean, the Easter eggs
just
were
survive
cool.
as long as you want. Yeah, they're cool, but when you base it like
when you overdo it, Jesus Christ.
When you have to literally to move farther in the map,
you have to do an Easter egg.
And that's kind of how it is in World War II. You have to move farther, so you gotta do random shit.
Yeah, the Easter eggs from World at War to Black Ops 2. I thought, were there Easter eggs in Black Ops 2?
Yeah, I've never cared for there were. Transit.
Transit and
Transit's what sparked it all, basically.
And then the other one, what was that map called where it was Alcatraz?
Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, that one. Those are real Easter eggs.
Of the Dead.
But yeah, those Easter eggs, I thought they were cool.
Yeah, those ones are cool. Well,
but the ones in Black Ops 3...
Sometimes you had to use them to get farther. And Mob of the Dead, you had to use them to get further. Like, make the plane. I think I made the plane once.
Yeah, I remember that, and it's actually on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
You check out Nene14's channel. Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out.
But yeah,
I believe it's like a 4-part
4-part series almost.
It's a 4-part series of us playing Mob of the Dead playthrough.
Good old days.
It's a pretty long playthrough though, so I'll tell you that much. I think each video is about an hour.
Is it?
Yeah, they're pretty long. But I've never really been a fan of how they did zombies now. The boss zombies.
Oh, that one.
I don't really care for them.
The
one in
free map on Black Ops 3.
Yeah, I didn't. But that's not what I mean though. Like, ever since, see, in Black Ops 1, you had the doctor. That was okay.
Oh yeah, on 5.
Yeah, on 5.
That one was pretty cool.
That one was acceptable because he only comes that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless you don't kill him, but ever since then they just kind of been overdoing it. Like Mob of the Dead, they had the Warden.
Mm-hmm.
On Origins, they had that
giant ass
robot. The robot, the one that has the extendo arm and flamethrower.
Yeah, I mean, it's
that
fucking
shit.
set in 1942. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, no, that always confused me. It's like, come on. It's like, I get it, what you're trying to do. It's like they were trying to make super things to win the war. Yeah. While they're harvesting the 115 and all that.
I mean, I get it for the most part, but it's like, dude, sometimes you just gotta chill with it.
115, best song ever, changed my mind. I like that song.
From Kino der Toten.
Yeah,
the Easter
I fuck
egg.
with it.
Those were the Easter eggs that were fucking cool. Where you'd get it, and then it would play a song.
Yep.
And then plus it would throw in some backstory to almost like how all this shit happened. I thought that.
And it's not cutscenes. Even though I love cutscenes, I mean, I usually wait for like all of the map packs to come out so I can just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. Because I know I'll probably never be able to do them because I'm not that good at zombies. So I just kind of watch them all, and it's better to watch it that way anyway, because then you can watch it all together.
Yeah, you can watch it.
So it's like an actual like movie.
Yeah,
and they do take a while. Like, I watched the whole Black Ops 3 one. I watched all of the cutscenes up till the end of Black Ops 3. And it actually was pretty neat. I like the idea that they had with it.
Yeah.
That there was a god that was creating everything that was going on.
Yeah, I remember in middle school watching the video with somebody getting all the Easter eggs from like Shinonuma to like up to like Kino der Toten from Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
And being so freaked out about like all the backstories and like the historical almost historical accuracy.
I still
lining up with what was actually going on during like World War II and stuff.
I still love the cutscene for Origins, for the beginning of it.
I never saw it.
I love it. It's great. It's the one where Avenged Sevenfold plays in it, in the background.
Oh.
When Dempsey comes in on the tank, he starts blasting all of them, and they all come in. They're all doing their thing.
What a fucking badass!
It was so great. I love the cutscene of how the Germans are mining and shit, and then suddenly they uncovered the dude and fucking murders all of them. They all turn into zombies. That shit was awesome.
Oh yeah,
shit was great. But yeah, Black Ops 4. I'm not gonna say I have high hopes for it because it's still a while away. I might get it. I don't know.
Yeah, me
I will be gone. I will be away at school.
Yeah.
So I might have it, I might not.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe,
Yeah.
be good.
I'm not gonna get any kind of hype for it because there's no trailer for it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna put any hope into it right now. I'm just gonna say that is Black Ops 4. Treyarch has yet to do anything really bad. I guarantee it though that there will be a lot of competitive play, ranked matches and stuff. Game battles will more likely be a thing.
Esports and League of Legends and CS:GO, you almost
we
are
in we are in the era of esports where it's becoming more and more acceptable.
Oh, and it's becoming more and more like in the mainstream. Like they're.
Yeah, no, I know, but like people are actually opening up to the idea of you could live off of this. Like, there's college, there's a college that I believe you can get a scholarship. They have an esports team.
My God.
Well, I mean, they'd obviously need other colleges to have one, but
of course.
But to have an esports team in the first place, I mean, why are you going to get someone a scholarship just to come play video games? But they have an esports team, and you can get a scholarship for that. Like, that'd be pretty great. That'd be pretty great. I believe it's for like League and probably like Gears of War stuff like that.
CS:GO.
I don't know what CS:GO. I've never seen that yet. But I know for a fact like League and Dota.
Yeah, Dota 2. That's pretty popular.
Maybe
comp and esports.
What was the other one? StarCraft.
Yep.
Like those ones, all those like strategy ones, usually.
I know.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that CS:GO isn't a strategy game because there's definitely strategy. I've just never seen it, and for a college.
Attention to comp and esports.
I know there's a lot of esports now though.
2K has
crazy. Oh, do they?
Yeah, they're coming out with one for 2K18. Ooh. NBA 2K18, they have.
Pretty cool, actually.
E-League.
I don't know why they haven't done that sooner.
I think they almost didn't want to embrace it.
I mean,
I know
they were just probably waiting for it to become a mainstream thing because it's
so they can make the most money off it imaginable.
It's basically always been, hey, first-person shooter. That's takes some skill. All right.
Yeah.
Then they move on. It's like, well, I mean, how long have Dota and StarCraft been like a competitive thing? They've had those things going on forever.
Oh yeah.
They just weren't ever really put out there because they're like, I don't know how to feel about that. But now it'd probably be a very good investment because we're going to the future here. So
now that it's in the mainstream, it's almost like, all right, let's push this out as like the first sports game to have an E-League, so everybody will buy it, play it,
moving
get good,
to make an E-League.
Invest in it. I'm sure there's going to be E-Leagues for Madden and FIFA.
Oh, I'm sure.
Heading into the 2020s.
It'd be crazy. Pretty soon you'll be watching esports instead of actual sports.
Yeah, I know they show like I remember I was watching ESPN this one time and there was a Street Fighter.
Tournament
going on.
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's weird knowing that that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
But whatever. That's cool. Let people do what they want to do. If people are happy with their job, whatever. Entertainment.
If you're good enough to make a career out of it, shit, go for it.
I'll give you that. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about it.
Yeah, no. Black Ops 4.
Oh yeah, Black Ops 4. October 12th.
I believe that there's going to be an event for the whole
community event.
The whole
almost
community
like,
event is on May 17th, I think.
Yeah, like that one thing where they had the paintball map where it was
COD
town.
COD XP.
Yeah, COD XP.
Scrapyard. It was Scrapyard.
Oh, I thought they had Nuketown. But
Oh, they might have, but there was a Scrapyard one too.
I remember Scrapyard, yeah.
Yeah, the Scrapyard one. I think I know what you're talking about though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a more recent one. But I mainly remember the COD XP from plenty of years back.
Yeah, where they made Scrapyard. That was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that was pretty cool.
I wish I could have gone to that.
Yeah, but we weren't that old.
Yeah. Plus, we don't have lots of money.
Well, that kind of plays into we weren't that old.
Yeah. Give us money. Somebody sponsor us.
No.
Slappy Boys Podcast. SlappyBoysENT@gmail.com. Hit us up, sponsors. But anyways, we're going to dive into some music. And we're going to do something a little different. I hope you guys give us some suggestions. Give us some bands to do. But we're going to be ranking albums from least favorite to favorite.
This episode is the Beatles.
Mm-hmm. We're going to start off with, personally to me, the best band of all time. Pretty popular. We're going to go with the Beatles.
Eh?
There are 13 albums, and we're going to go from least favorite to favorite. I'll give off my number 13 first. I'm going to go with Yellow Submarine at number 13.
Ooh, mine is Magical Mystery Tour.
Wow, I have that one pretty up high, actually.
Yeah, I never cared for it. I don't know. Most of their like once they were going and stuff, I didn't really care for it. I liked all their newer things. When they first came around, I liked all those.
Yeah, to me, Yellow Submarine only has 2 good songs all together now, and Hey Bulldog.
Yeah,
and
you're
the rest
right.
of them are kind of. Well, Yellow Submarine was on Revolver, and All You Need Is Love was on Magical Mystery Tour. So I don't count those when I'm critiquing the album. I don't count those because those are on other albums. So I would say the worst song is probably one of the George ones, obviously, because there's only 4 songs, and 2 of them are George, and 2 of them were written by John and Paul. But the best song to me is definitely Hey Bulldog.
George Harrison is underrated.
He is underrated. I used to not care for him that much, but I'm starting to appreciate him more.
When you just listen for the guitar, it's great. I don't care for lyrics that much in some of these, but his guitar playing is
especially the later stuff, like after Revolver, he really stepped it up. Guitar solos. I was gonna say While My Guitar Gently Weeps, but that's Clapton.
Yeah, but even
something
then,
solo
pretty good.
He's
still
something to marvel at.
Yeah, his solo career.
So you had Magical Mystery Tour at dead last.
Yeah. It's actually funny. My number 12 was Yellow Submarine.
Hey, there you go.
I did not care for it that much. I mean, you got Yellow Submarine on it.
Yeah, that song's okay.
The title track is kind of all you need out of it. And even then, I never cared for it anyway. It was pretty cool how they made it. I appreciate how their talent to make it, but it just wasn't for me. And also opinions.
Might I mention there's side 2 is entirely originals orchestrated by Sir George Martin. But
yes.
I mean that's not really my thing. I mean, I respect George Martin a fuck ton for what he's done.
Yeah.
To the music industry, but
definitely.
At this point, it's just like a Yellow Submarine soundtrack, just background music for the movie, and I don't really care for it that much. But number 12 for me, I have Let It Be. Their last album.
Alright, let's see.
Phil Spector, his production really wasn't fit for like the Beatles style. I don't know why they drifted off from George Martin for their last album. He definitely could have made it a lot better for me, but there are songs like Dig It and Dirty Maggie May. They're like 30
I
seconds.
I really like Dirty Maggie May.
I mean, it's cool, but you know, it's like, why is it on here sometimes?
I've always kind of liked that song. It's good to me.
Like
I mean, that Let It Be is my number
seconds.
11 though.
Hey.
I
Number 11.
like
Oh,
George Harrison on Let It Be.
Yeah, I mean, mine's okay.
Oh, I really like that. I mean, how he played that.
Where's Let It Be? Here we go. Yeah, you know, For You Blue is also okay.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite song on Let It Be would have to be Get Back.
Get Back, yeah.
I really enjoy Get Back.
Get Back is good no matter how many times you listen to it.
But yeah, I mean, Let It Be, I'm not saying like it's a bad album, but I mean, there's so many great, you know, all these albums are good.
Yeah, they're all good in their own way, but
you know, with the Beatles, I mean, you got to put something towards the bottom.
The lack of songs that are good on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them, you can only keep your interest for one song, and it's like I don't really care for all the rest.
Yeah. But number 11, you had Let It Be?
Yep.
All right. Number 11, I have Please Please Me.
Really?
I mean, it's just for me.
That one's pretty high up for me. I really like.
I mean, it's a lot of covers. I mean, I think that's kind of part of it.
Yeah. I remember that's how they started.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely. I think it's one of the better debut albums.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of the Beatles discography, I think, you know, there was a lot of improvement, even just from, you know, Let It Be, from Please Please Me. Favorites. My favorite song is probably the first track on the album, I Saw Her Standing There.
That's a pretty good song. I mean, that's
least favorite. I'd have to say, Do You Want to Know a Secret? I never really cared for it that much.
Yeah. I always thought that was good.
I mean, yeah, it's the Beatles. I mean, to me, they don't really have.
Then again, it's
songs.
George Harrison. I like how he does it.
But yeah, early George Harrison from like 63 to 64 always seemed kind of quirky and awkward.
Oh, I like
with the guitar and on the mic.
But you can't tell me that Twist and Shout isn't good.
Oh, Twist and Shout is probably my second favorite song on the album.
But like,
even Ferris Bueller making it super
Misery.
iconic and popular. Another good cover.
I liked Misery. Misery was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you got.
What were originals on
yeah,
here? I Saw Her Standing There, Please Please Me, Love Me Do, P.S. I Love You, and I think There's a Place.
I'm not sure.
But I think that's it. The rest are covers. Misery,
all the rest
Hand, Chains, Boys. Maybe Ask Me Why might be an original, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But Baby It's You, Do You Want to Know a Secret, Taste of Honey.
Oh,
all
actually,
covers.
I really like Baby It's You. I was on that one for a long time.
That's another good one.
I was on that one for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Please Please Me was number 11 for me.
My number 10 was Abbey Road.
Me too.
Oh. I didn't. I mean, they had the good songs on there, but most of them are just like I don't understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, never forget the time when you played The End on my piano, but
oh, that was great. I actually loved that song.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I Come Together's overplayed. I don't really care for it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's on every fucking. It used to be on every Apple commercial.
I remember that.
Yeah. What was it, Something? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have to be in a certain mood to listen to Something.
You know, there was a time where I actually just liked the guitar in Octopus's Garden.
Uh-huh.
Polythene Pam, I just liked for the memes.
Are there memes?
Funny. No, not that there are memes. It was just like, it was a good meme for me. It was all just a joke.
Uh-huh.
uh,
There are just too many
it was.
songs on
I
Abbey
didn't.
Road for me.
Yeah. What was your?
For me, the back end is kind of like meh. Like they're kind of I think for the first time or the only time in a Beatles album, I think there's like a big kind of stretch of bad. Well, not bad, but like bad for the Beatles songs in like Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, and Polythene Pan. And even then, I don't really care for Because, but I do like You Never Give Me Your Money, and that's right between Because and Sun King, so it kind of gives me something to enjoy kind of in between on side two.
Yeah.
Came In Through the Bathroom Window I like, and kind of the Abbey Road medley of Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight in the End. I like that.
Yeah.
Octopus's Garden is a no from me.
I just like the guitar in it. I just like how they did that.
Yeah, George plays a good riff on that.
Yeah. Really good riff.
Favorite for me, I'd have to say She's So Heavy.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was going to say She's So Heavy is a really good one. I like that one.
Least favorite, I would have to say Because.
Yeah, I don't like Because. But
it's weird for me.
In all of the songs, I don't think I ever listened to Sun King all the way through.
No, I haven't either.
Even though it's only 2 minutes.
I mean, maybe we're missing something. I don't know. But I don't care for.
Have you ever realized that Come Together is 420?
John, you ain't slick. John Lennon, you're not slick. I'm calling you out right now. You ain't slick.
Golden Slumbers is a good Paul song.
Yeah. I think Paul's vocals really kind of saves that song.
Yeah, he's good with that sort of stuff. So what was your number 9 then?
Number 9 I have... number 9 for me was With the Beatles.
Oh, wow. That's another high one.
Yeah, With the Beatles was the United Kingdom release. I do really enjoy Meet the Beatles, which was the American release. Capital, as opposed to With the Beatles, which is on EMI Parlophone.
Yeah. Actually, you know that? Yeah, I just realized that's not even on here, huh?
Yeah, we were only counting UK.
No, like it's not even on Spotify.
Yeah, I know.
I never realized that.
Yeah, I don't know. There are just too many songs that are kind of like meh. Kind of the same with Abbey Road, but I mean, really? It won't be long. All I've got to do. It's kind of like these songs are okay.
I liked It Won't Be Long.
Yeah, I like It Won't Be Long more than I gotta
do. Kind of a stretch for me. All My Loving.
All My Loving is my favorite Beatles song of all time. But
Don't Bother Me. That's a good George Harrison song.
Yeah, it's not his best, but I don't think it's
but it's a good one. I didn't care for Little Child.
No, me either. Till There Was You, I love that song.
That's a good one.
Their cover of Please Mr. Postman is just no.
I just think of the meme for that one.
With the guy with his grandpa.
Yeah.
Hold Me
Roll
Tight.
Over Beethoven. That's
yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good cover by George. Hold Me Tight is one of my favorite Paul songs.
I really like that one.
Their cover of Smokey Robinson's You Really Got a Hold on Me.
I love that song. Really love that song.
I Want to Be Your Man kind of seems like a throwaway song.
Yeah, that was like, hey, we got a filler. Devil in Her Heart, I actually like that song.
I love that song. Yeah, I like that song.
Not a second time, like it.
Kind of meh for me. And then their cover of Money is not really that great for me either. Yeah, but it's funny because I always hold I Want to Be Your Man over Rolling Stones fans' heads. It's like John and Paul gave you this song, and that's kind of what made the Rolling Stones blow up. That was their first chart-topping, or not chart-topping, but it was their breakout single almost.
My number 9 was the Beatles.
Oh, the White Album?
Yeah. I didn't care for it. There's a lot of songs that just kind of went one ear, not the other. I mean, they had songs on there that were on other albums anyway. Let's see. They have While My Guitar Gently Weeps on here.
Yeah.
There are good songs, but I just wouldn't actually listen to them on a regular day. Kind of funny because the song I was listening to before this was number 9. I paused it 1 minute in.
Oh, and can I just say, favorite for with the Beatles is All My Lovin'. Least favorite is probably Please Mr. Postman.
Man.
Did you have anything else to add about the White Album?
I don't know. This is some of these songs I've never actually listened to in their entirety ever.
Yeah.
Like there's some of them like Obla Di Obla Da is pretty catchy, but
Yeah.
I don't like it personally because it came up with this weird ass saying.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just kind of what Paul does. Goofy
Yeah,
stuff.
it's true. But, like I can't say anything about Helter Skelter though.
I love that song.
I can't say anything about it since it's. But yeah, I never cared for it that much.
Alright.
What was yours?
White Album was your number 9, right?
Yeah.
Alright, number 8.
9?
Yeah, it's ironic.
Yeah, I know.
Number 8 for me was Beatles for Sale. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of like that transition phase into where they got really, really good.
I really liked Mr. Sale.
Yeah, I do like Beatles for Sale, but you know, it's a great album, but it kind of gets overshadowed by everything that came after it.
After?
Yeah, like because you know they made Help right after that, and that's when.
Yeah, I know that Help was a good one.
You know, there are songs like Babies in Black, Kansas City, their cover of Little Richard's Kansas City, 8 Days a Week, obviously, was a big hit in the 60s. Every Little Thing, I Don't Want to Spoil the Party. Those are all great songs for me, but then other than that, it's just kind of either meh or I don't care for it.
No Reply and I'm a Loser. Love them both.
Those are 2 good songs as well. Yeah.
I love them. Rock and Roll Music.
Yeah, their cover of Chuck Berry, I do like that, but
I feel like I'm like one of the very little people that actually like Mr. Moonlight.
that's my least favorite song on the album.
I actually really like it.
My favorite.
I do not care for Honey Don't.
No, most Ringo songs are kind of.
They're all overshadowed. I do not like them.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the other songs on here, like Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, I didn't care for.
No.
Kansas City's good. I didn't actually like Babies in Black that much.
That's my favorite song on the album. Babies in Black is my favorite, least favorite, Mr. Moonlight. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say about Beatles for Sale. What was your number 8?
Revolver.
Revolver, wow.
I mean, you know my opinions on Revolver. I know the songs, but I don't actually care for them because they don't have any like sentimental meaning or anything to me. I was just kind of there.
Yeah, I mean you had it playing in your car for a while.
Oh my god, I had it. It's the only Beatles in the CD I have. Dr. Hibbert.
Dr. Hibbert.
Yeah,
I kind of like that song.
Got to Get You Into My Life is like the song I would sing along with when I'm alone.
I love that
just because you can fucking yell. But all the other ones, it was a weird album. Yeah, it was one of those strange ones because that was when they were. That was when they were starting to go into that weird shit. Right after Rubber Soul.
Yeah. Number 7 for me was the White Album. The thing about the White Album is I can't put it too low because there are too many great songs that I really love on the White Album, like Back in the USSR.
I mean, given there's a lot of songs.
Exactly. That's kind of my big gripe with the White Album, is that it almost drags on for way
It's a very long album. There are 2 discs.
It's a double album. It drags on with a lot of mediocrity.
Yeah,
but
like most of the second
the
one,
second half is
there's
meh.
only like 2 good songs on
Yeah,
there.
the back end of this album I find really just like almost the worst back end to any Beatles album ever.
Yeah, the front side was alright, I guess.
But I couldn't put it too low either.
Yeah.
You know, because there are songs like Back in the USSR, Blackbird, Happiness is a Warm Gun, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, I Will, even Why Don't We Do It in the Road. I love that song. Your Blues, another great song.
I mean, who doesn't love the story of Bungalow Bill?
Oh, dude, of course. That song's great.
I mean, I
Except
just
for
like
that
the
part where
beginning.
Yoko sings. Fuck Yoko Ono.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't care for her. But then there are just too many songs that I just flat out don't like. Long, long, long. Honey Pie's okay. Savoy
I never.
Truffle, Cry Baby Cry, Good Night, Don't Pass Me By, Piggies. Like, what is that?
I don't know. I've never actually listened to it.
It's weird. It's a George song, but it's weird. I would say that's
I
probably
mean,
the worst George Harrison song for me. And that's probably my least favorite on the album, Piggies. And my favorite, right now, I would probably have to say, maybe Blackbird or Back in the USSR.
Back in the USSR is great.
Yeah, I'd have to say Blackbird though. It's probably my favorite on the White Album right now. What's your number 7?
Sergeant Pepper's.
Wow, Sergeant Pepper's pretty low, kind of towards the middle.
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper's up there for me.
I never actually listened to it really. It was really weird to get into for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of experimentation going on.
Yeah, it was a lot of experimentation.
Getting into really like psychedelic type of
But
stuff.
like, I'll actually give it to him. With a little help from my friends, is actually all right.
That's probably my favorite song that Ringo.
It was
ever
actually
sang.
all right with me on this.
That's my favorite Ringo song.
What else was there? When I'm 64, I actually like that one.
Yeah. How about that
Uh,
when he was 16?
My Day in the Life. That's a good song.
I think I mean, it's not a bad song in any way, but Jesus
No.
Christ, people overrate it. There are better songs. You know, I've heard people say that A Day in the Life is the greatest song of all time. There are better songs on this album.
Yeah, no.
There are songs on Sgt. Pepper that are better than A Day in the Life.
Yeah, no, I would never. Getting Better.
Love that song.
That's a good one. Put all the other ones. I hate Within You Without You. I hate it.
Wow, I love that song.
I cannot listen to that thing.
But yeah, that's understandable. I mean, if you're really not that into Indian music.
It is just the star ruined it for me. I mean, I have nothing against it or anything. It's just.
Yeah, it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, no, it was weird to me.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't Beatles to me.
Yeah, I get that. That was your number 7, Sgt. Pepper?
Yeah.
Alright. Number 6 for me was Help.
Same.
Hey, there you go. I don't know. It's another one of those that's like, there are songs that I really don't like, but there are like too many songs that I like to put it in the lower tier. I kind of in the middle. You know, songs like, I mean, I Need You is okay. I really don't. It seems like I really don't care for George songs that much. Like You Like Me Too Much.
I never cared for that one.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's probably my least favorite song on the album.
I've Just Seen Her Face was a pretty good Ringo
I love
song.
that song. That's one of my favorite Paul songs. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, this is a good album. I mean, it's number 6. I mean, it's pretty much. It's like right outside of the top 5.
It's right below halfway.
Exactly.
Take the Ride. That's a good song.
Ticket to Ride.
You're Gonna Lose That Girl.
I love that song. Underrated.
Help.
Pretty much.
The title track. It's a pretty good song too. The Night Before.
Just the first 7 songs, from Help to Ticket to Ride, are all just great Beatles songs.
But I think my favorite in the whole album is You Gotta Hide Your Love Away.
That is a great song. I love
That's
that
my
song.
favorite one. Then again, I really like John, so
Least least favorite for me is You Like Me Too Much. Favorite, I would probably have to say right now is probably Help, the title track.
yeah, it helps pretty good. Yeah.
I love that song.
Oh man.
Or maybe It's Only Love. That song is underrated for that album.
I really love. I'm gonna listen to that later.
Yeah, it's a good song. But that was your number 6
I'm
too?
yeah. Let's start it.
All right. Number 5. We're getting in the top 5 here, people.
Ooh. What's yours?
Number 5 for me is Magical Mystery Tour.
All right. I mean, we've already talked about it, but
Yeah, we talked about Magical Mystery Tour.
yeah, but
I dig psychedelic music.
Yeah,
Grateful Dead,
no,
Pink Floyd.
I do know this. Grateful Dead. Gotta bring up Grateful Dead every time.
Grateful Dead's okay. You know.
I've never actually listened to Grateful Dead.
I mean, if you like people jamming out for 20 minutes, you'll probably dig the Grateful Dead.
But
yeah, I like psychedelic stuff. Pink Floyd, even Cream, stuff like that.
I can only tolerate some Cream.
Yeah. But you know, I think this album is really underrated because it's almost like it always kind of gets overshadowed by Sgt. Pepper. Kind of gets.
I mean, yeah.
But you know, songs like Magical Mystery Tour, Fool on the Hill.
Yeah,
I love that song. Flying is actually underrated. I love that song because it's an instrumental. Blue Jay Way is a good George song. I Am the Walrus, Hello Goodbye, Strawberry Fields, Penny Lane, All You Need Is Love. The second half of this album, I'd say, it's definitely up there for one of the better second halves of Beatles albums.
Yeah.
But this whole album for me is one of my favorites. I think my favorite song would probably have to be Strawberry Fields. And my least favorite would probably have to be Baby You're a Rich Man.
Yeah, it wasn't too.
Kind of weird. It's kind of got a strange topic. I don't really know what it's about. And
yeah.
All these other songs are just, for me, they're just so great.
Yeah.
What was your number 5?
My number 5 is with the Beatles. Like I said, I like their when they first came out.
Yeah, their early stuff is really good.
I didn't really mind that there were covers and stuff. It sounded great.
Oh yeah.
Like I've already expressed my opinions on it though. So.
All right. Number 4 for me is A Hard Day's Night.
All right.
The movie's great. First of all.
Yeah, the movie was great.
The movie's hilarious.
Shazam! Fall over.
But yeah, this is almost like peak rock band Beatles before they became like, you know, more psychedelic.
Mm-hmm.
A Hard Day's Night, Should Have Known Better, If I Fell, even the George song, Happy Just to Dance With You.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, towards, you know, these top 5, I don't really know if I can really pick a least favorite song.
Oh yeah, that's a hard one.
I would say my favorite right now would probably have to be You Can't Do That.
Can't.
It's kind of towards the back end of the album, so I don't know if a lot of people really appreciate You Can't Do That as much.
My favorite would be Anytime at All.
That's another good John song. John pretty much dominates this album.
Oh yeah, but I think my least favorite would probably actually be I'll Be Back.
Yeah, I think so too.
It really didn't fit the album that well.
It's a good song, but I don't know. It's kind of seems weird as a closer.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, it didn't fit the album though either.
It doesn't really.
Like it was all fast paced, everything. I mean, I can't say that because If I Fell is third on the list, but majority of it is all fast paced and it's all like
It's a rock and roll album.
Upbeat, and then you got "I'll Be Back," which it's kind of slow.
Yeah, it's kind of, I kind of get adding in one of those songs like "And I Love Her" to the album, but I wouldn't close with a song like that.
I wouldn't either. I would close down.
Yeah, the way that they ended.
I would have
flipped
"You Can't Do That" and "I'll Be Back" around.
I was about to say that. I would have closed with "You Can't Do That" because that's a great way to. I think that the way that they ended the song is a great way to end the album.
Yeah, it would have been.
But yeah, "Hard Day's Night" is number 4 for me.
Number 4 was "Beatles for Sale."
Another good one. All these albums are good. It's just, it's almost just personal preference.
Yeah, no, it's all personal opinion, everything. But yeah, we talked about
Beatles for Sale. It's another good one. Any specific favorites? Or least favorites?
I mean, my favorite was "Mr. Moonlight," and my least favorite was probably "Honey Don't."
Yeah, Ringo's songs for me are just always kind of like.
That was weird.
Jokes,
I don't know.
Almost. Well, not jokes, because that's disrespectful towards Ringo. But,
joke.
When you're competing with John Lennon and Paul McCartney, it's
it's a weird fit.
You gotta kind of. I mean, I understand you gotta put Ringo in there, just to.
George barely gets any time.
Acknowledge that he exists.
George barely gets any time.
Yeah, the early days. Yeah. Yeah, Beatles for Sale. It's a good album. I just like the other 7 on my list better.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Alright.
Like I said, psychedelic stuff I find really cool. Experimentation is really cool. Yeah, I don't really see these top 3 especially.
Those first 3, yeah.
My top 3 albums, they're like probably all on my top 5 albums of all time as well. If I could, if it's not top 5, you can only pick from one artist. But if you can have multiple artists, then Sgt. Pepper and the other 2 are definitely on there.
Understandable.
I like the way it starts off, where it almost seems like it's a concert, like people applauding for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Yeah, that is
pretty cool. Bring out Billy Shears which is Ringo, to sing "With a Little Help from My Friends." "Lucy in the Sky" is a great song. And then there's songs like "Fixing a Hole." "Mr. Kite" I find really cool. The instrumentation.
I never actually listened to it.
The instrumentation's cool. I really like "Within You Without You." But
the sitar. It's.
I know.
There. I don't know why, but it's just about it. But yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it. It's relaxing. 64, good song. Lovely Rita, Good Morning, Good Morning. The Reprise, and then A Day in the Life is, of course, a great song. Favorite song is definitely Getting Better.
Yeah, Getting Better.
It's one of the more rockin' songs on Sgt. Pepper. And then there's, as opposed to like the goofy kind of stuff, like the instrumentation on "Mr. Kite."
It felt like a legitimate song.
Yeah, it felt like a legitimate rock song.
Like it felt like an actual Beatles song.
Yeah, kind of reminding us that the Beatles are one of the best rock bands ever. Least favorite, I'd probably have to say "Good Morning, Good Morning."
Yeah. That would have been like a. You would think that would have been like the first song.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't
have that one that was
Pepper's
made for the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was just kind of out of place.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And it leads into the Reprise and Day in Life. But yeah, Sgt. Pepper, number 3 for me. What's yours?
Please Please Me.
Wow. It's really high.
I really like that album. It was one of my favorites. Actually, what really sold it for me the first time was just like the cover of the album.
Yeah,
I really like I like the album cover.
Yeah, that's also the cover for the 1973 compilation. Yeah, the Red Album, 62 to 66.
Yeah.
and then they
Right,
remade
it was
it.
it was the remade one.
Cool
They
Blue
went
album.
back
That
and
one's cool.
recreated it.
But yeah, that is a cool album cover where they're looking down at you. Yeah. Any favorites?
Definitely. I'd actually have to say Twist and Shout.
That is a good one. I like that.
The second close, though, would be Do You Want to Know a Secret?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good song.
I think my least favorite is Chains.
Ah, yeah.
I didn't care
That
for
one's
it that
kind
much.
of meh for me too.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
What was your number 2?
Number 2 is Rubber Soul.
Ooh, Rubber Soul. Such a good.
For me, it's just always number 2 and number 1 are always subject to change.
Yeah.
I mean, I've listed off every album, so number 1 for me, Revolver, but it's always Rubber Soul or Revolver for me. I don't think.
I mean, they're pretty close.
Unlike Sgt. Pepper, where there is a song that I can pick out, like Good Morning as my least favorite on the album.
Yeah.
I don't think I can really do that for Rubber Soul and Revolver.
Oh, Rubber Soul had a fucking hit my sweet spot for sure.
Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood, You Won't See Me, Nowhere Man, Think for Yourself, The Word, Michelle. Even the Ringo song. I like the Ringo song. What Goes On. I like
yeah.
You know, then there's Girl, Looking Through You, In My Life, Wait, If I Needed Someone, and Run for Your Life. I don't know how to pick a least favorite out of all these great songs.
I definitely have a least favorite, but I'll just save that for mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Since
I'd say right now my favorite off of Rubber Soul would have to be Girl. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Girl for right now. Yeah, my favorite fall vegetable, sweet potato. Yeah, Girl. You know, it's just it's a more relaxing
song. It is a weird song to me.
It is kind of weird.
I never liked the whole thing. I could hear him breathing. It was very weird.
Yeah.
The whole
that can
exhale
be a little weird.
thing.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it was kind of creeped me out the first time I heard it, but it's a good song.
Yeah, I find it more relaxing, and
yeah, it's still relaxing.
John can sing. I think we all know that.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a little obscure for the Beatles, and I like that in my music.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
Hard Day's Night.
Great fucking album.
Probably favorite song.
You mentioned Anytime at All.
Yeah, Anytime at All. But I Should Have Known Better is probably a close second though.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one. But yeah, it's favorite.
What I say with my favorite, You Can't Do That.
Yeah, that was the one who you said should be
that should have closed the album. Yeah. But yeah, I Should Have Known Better is definitely one of my favorites on that album, too.
What's your number 1?
Revolver.
Okay.
Yeah, Revolver is number 1 for me.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I liked that one.
Revolver. I think it's a little more experimental.
Yeah.
In the psychedelic realm.
Oh, yeah, because that was when they were first dipping their feet into it.
That was when they were dropping acid.
Yeah, they were finally getting into that shit. So
yeah, Rubber Soul is kind of like the weed album.
Yeah.
And Revolver is actually Sgt. Pepper is kind of more the LSD album, but Revolver is kind of that mix of weed and acid.
So well, Revolver was acid. Wasn't that while they were in India? When they got back?
The White Album.
Was it?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. It's been a while.
But yeah, I don't know. I just prefer Revolver over Rubber Soul. I mean, songs like Taxman, Eleanor Rigby is one of my favorite Beatles songs ever.
Yeah.
I'm Only Sleeping. People underrate that song. I enjoy that song a lot. Love You Too. I mean, With and Without You is better in terms of like George's Indian sitar songs, but
Yeah.
still okay. Here, There, and Everywhere, kind of a hit or miss. Yellow Submarine, I don't like Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, I don't either.
Probably least favorite on the album.
Yeah,
She Said, She
understandable.
Said,
That's a good
underrated
song.
John song. Good Day Sunshine. I
Yeah,
can get why people don't like it, but I like
it's still
those
good, but
Paul songs like that. Andrew Bird Can Sing, great John song.
like
For
that
No
one.
One, that song makes me sad, and I like that, but I like that song. Dr. Robert,
Dr. Hibbert.
I mean, it's a good song, but, on my, I don't know.
Understandable.
Sometimes I like it, sometimes it's kind of like almost a break from greatness, because then it goes into I Want to Tell You, which is one of my favorite George songs. Got to Get You
Yeah.
Into My Life, probably my favorite, no, not my favorite, second favorite Paul song. And then Tomorrow Never Knows is a great song. I just love it. It's kind of that, it's almost like the end of Revolver is like an introduction to what they were going to do on Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah.
With how experimental and psychedelic it is, and I love that shit. So, what's your number one?
Rubber Soul.
Great album. It's my number two.
Best song for me, I'm Looking Through You.
Yeah, that's a good Paul song.
I love it. There's the guitar in it too. It's just like how when it starts.
Mm.
But second favorite though in my life.
I do that is one of the more popular Beatles
But
songs.
my least favorite is actually Michelle.
I really like that song.
I don't really care for it. So.
I get that, yeah. But my favorite on Revolver, forgot to mention that, is definitely Got to Get You Into My Life, and then maybe I'm Only Sleeping. Then my favorite is Yellow Submarine. Just take it out. Take it out and put Rain on there.
Put Rain? I've actually never heard Rain.
Really? That's one of my favorite.
I was notified of its existence like yesterday.
Wow.
I had no idea what it is though.
It's the B-side.
I know what it is, but I haven't heard it.
Yeah, you should listen to Rain. It's a really good song. But yeah, that pretty much rounds out our lists.
Yeah.
Pretty much Rubber Soul and Revolver were the number ones for both of
of course.
Yeah. Kind of that 65, 66. Those are kind of becoming.
Those are good years.
The favorites for a lot of people. I've noticed.
Good place to start.
But yeah, I think that's actually gonna do it for the Slappy Boys podcast, episode 2. If you're at this point, thank you for being here. Thank you for existing, all that stuff.
We appreciate you a lot.
We really do. Slap that like button. Get us on Apple Podcasts somehow.